right? The Bucks. Where are the
Yeah, I
Bucks at?
mean the Bucks. Um,
The
and
Bucks.
in all, I'm probably gonna give the Bucks a B minus also. I think it's kind of it's not their fault, but it's kind of just the timing of everything. Like Mike Evans is 33, Levante David was 35, and those are two big losses to the team. I think those are bigger losses than I think the play will show. Yeah, I just look at them losing two big leaders, and I don't think they really have anybody there currently. Maybe aside from their quarterback that really can kind of take that mantle, and they're probably hoping he takes that mantle. The Buccaneers didn't really sign anyone crazy. They kind of did everything in house. Cade Otton, a couple guys here and there. But all in all, I just think Mike Evans' leadership and Levante Davis' leadership is going to be missed for at least this next season for sure.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I like the Gainwell. I like the sign Gainwell.
Yeah.
He's an upgrade from Rasheed White, I think. And plus, you get the special teams outside from him too.
Absolutely. Like I said, just for their full off season, like I think like I said, we could probably give them. I'm giving them a B minus, but you also give them an incomplete grade because if they come around and give us a good draft, you know that can definitely bump it up to a B plus. But well, I guess time will only tell with 1 month away.
Yeah, it's right around the corner, man.
Another wide receiver in the first round. Um, the
God.
Bucks. I mean, but the Bucks have shown us that they're a pretty good organization. They think that they have the quarterback right for the last few years. Let us know what you think, goats. If you're an NFC South fan, Bucks, Panthers, any of these four teams, the Falcons. Let us know in the comments what your grade would be for their team. Don't forget also, if you like this content, if you like all NFL draft, off-season, fantasy, dynasty, you name it, give us a like and subscribe to the Goats channel. Join us.
Do
Uh,
you guys think that they draft a quarterback first in the first round? But they lost
Nah,
Jamal Green.
I don't think they do. Only because they've been kind of preparing for this. They drafted Ben Morrison pretty high last year in the second round. He was a first round pick before he got injured.
Hmm.
I know they like Zion McCullum, and I know they have another guy there they're really fond of. They have the bodies to replace Jamel Dean. Honestly, I look at their roster and honestly don't know where to go. 'Cause I think the biggest issue that they really have is like injuries. If only their offensive line could have stayed healthy, if only Bucky could have stayed
Right.
healthy, if only Mike Evans could have stayed healthy, Kalijah Cansey could have stayed healthy. I look at every position group and I say, if they could have just stayed healthy. So they're almost in a 49er position. Like, can you just stay healthy so we can see what your full team looks like for 17 games? We can really put a barometer on how good you are in each position.
Yeah, I can see that. See that.
I'm also curious to see what the schedule looks like.
Hmm.
Not that there's a real issue within their division, but they've also let's see exactly what this looks like also, because again, are we seeing now a changing of the guard, or are the Bucks going to reclaim that? I think the schedule will have a lot to tell with that, as well as, of course, as pointed out by the board chief. The draft is also going to tell us a lot about this team. Um, well, Rhino, double header coming out of the
Doubleheader.
Rhino.
Let's go. I'll go Saints first.
Saints first.
I'll give
Oh
them
yeah. Oh yeah.
you know what? Just all four of these teams are just a very mid off-season form, I think. And I'll give Saints a C plus. They did some stuff. They moved some money around so they can make some signings. I like HN, but what's his role going to be? There's some smoke going on that he might be taken out for Kamara for passing downs with some passing downs. I think that's a crock. I don't think so. They signed Noah Fant and Dave Edwards. They didn't do much. Blackman, they didn't do much, but they did stuff because they were able to free up money to make some moves. The A chain is a really good
They,
move that upgraded the running back room. Now draft comes, they're going to go Olave, or they need a running mate for Olave, so they'll go Tate, Tyson, or Makai Lemon. or they can go offensive line.
Ooh.
But I think they'll go receiver, and then they'll build the trenches.
I think the Saints and Alvin Kamara. That's if they wanted to. Why wouldn't they have moved Kamara? And I don't want to turn this into a full on like diagnosis of the Saints front office and Alvin Kamara because like the book on it last season was you know what they presented him the opportunity to go. And they would have sent him to Denver, and he wanted to stay with the Saints. I think Alvin Kamara is going to wind up staying on the Saints. But go on, continue, because I think it's damn interesting that they actually did sign ETN. I don't know this H stuff. ETN, and I think that they may want to just do something for Chris Olave, help him out, it's really helping Tyler Shucky.